letter I got today reminded me that I need to do a better job of taking care of my hydrangea plants. It looks like we're going to have an abundance of blooms this year. I mean, I can't even begin to count them, there's so many. Good day, viewers. I thought I'd do a little vlog here from the front porch today, and it's going to be a mail call. I haven't done one of those in quite some time, but I got a couple letters today I wanted to share with my viewers, if I can talk between the traffic that's going by. I'll start off by talking about the U.S. Post Office. Here's a letter that came today from California. Took 9 days to get here. There's been a lot of news here lately about how slow the mail service is. We've had a couple of bills come showing that we're past due because it takes 10 days for them to send it to us and 10 days for us to send it back. You know, why haven't you made your payment? Well, we did, fella. It sent it in 3 weeks ago. Post office is really getting sorry, and it's not going to get any better. Time was it didn't take a week and a half to ship a letter across the country. Many of my viewers might not know it, but I post my address on every video I make. I got nothing to hide. So some people might say it's a security thing to give out your address, but what you don't know is you're already on the internet. All they need is your name and they can look you up. Looking out there at my zinnia patch, they're looking real green today. They're doing good. My hydrangeas, I need to get out there and take care of them. Taking care of them means weed eating around them, which I haven't done, and watering them. I haven't watered them either. Well, anyway, I thought I'd share this letter with you today. These two letters, I should say. First one comes from John Gallagher. He's been a viewer of mine for some years. Wishing you strength. I know you're going through a difficult time right now. We went to Publix today and got a sandwich, like a submarine sandwich and hoagie, whatever you want to call it. Had to get the wife to read what's on the sandwich up there because I couldn't read it. But I hope you'll find some strength and comfort in knowing how many warm and special thoughts are going out to you. Feel better soon. Best wishes, John Gallagher. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. I'm always happy when my viewers think of me. It makes my day. I'm sitting out here on this pollen-polluted porch because the TV is going in the house and I didn't want to set up a whole lot of lighting and stuff, so I just came out here where the lighting is suitable, even though the noise is bad. Okay, this letter comes from Tom Ream, I believe it is. Anyway, he lives in Fresno, California. Sometimes we just need to hear, I'm thinking of you and I know people are there for, and to know people are there for us. Just wanted to know you're on my mind. And he included a handwritten letter, which is something young people don't do anymore. They email stuff. It's something quite satisfying about somebody would sit down and take the time to write you a letter. So I'm going to share it with you. Hi, Walter. I've been following your YouTube channel for a number of years and have enjoyed our journey together. I've commented before that you remind me of my grandfather. I remember your comments, Tom, who sadly passed from lung cancer 30 years ago. He used to take my younger brother and I to a certain grade crossing at a certain time, knowing there's to be a Southern Pacific engine crossing by. One day the engineer stopped the train and motioned for my brother and I to climb aboard. I was out of the car and climbing like a monkey before he stopped waving his hand. I couldn't tell you what kind of engine it was, other than it was huge. But then to a 5-year-old, even an automobile is pretty big. How's that for a grandfather's love? I wrote a comment on your last video, April 4th, about my cancer fight. Want to wish you well in your cancer fight. I have 3 retired co-workers, I'm 67, that are all battling the beast. If you can try to find someone local that you can partner with in your fight, you'll have some commiserate with, laugh with, and all too often cry with. I know you've been around the block and probably know these things already, but this is a new block of cancer is a bitch. And the fight is not an easy one. One thing that I know has helped me is my faith in God. Religion is a personal thing, but that's the who point of my letter. Sharing my personal story with you, hoping to offer you encouragement when you might not have much. I urge you to get right with God. However, that is before your surgery. Please know that it's not doomsday, just common sense. One thing I was really impressed with is your hydrangea plants. Wow, my folks had to move from their house 20 years ago to an assisted living facility, 88 and 89 years old. And before we sold the house, my wife and I took a potted hydrangea plant, some cuttings with us. We now have 4 or 5 nice-sized plants, but not as nice as yours. This Christmas, as a gift to every family member, we're going to give them a potted hydrangea from Mom and Dad's house. Just another way to remember the 2 parents who raised us and taught us pretty well. I'm the only one of the family that spent any time behind bars, but that's because I worked there. I was a correctional officer at the Fresno County Jail from 1994 to 2006. I got diagnosed with the beast. It was a great job. It was a horrible job. Dealing with the worst of the worst can really sour your opinion of people. Sometimes I know that everyone is, but I know that not everyone is an evil thug. But way too many make it a lifestyle. And those are the ones that need to get locked up forever. I agree with you. Some of them need to throw away the key. Okay, rant over. Hope and pray that things go well for you. Please know that I and many other fans will be praying for your strength and safety. I wish to live close enough to volunteer to mow your yard till you get back on your feet, but Kylie is a bit of a drive. K-A-L-I, Cali, I guess it is. Oh, California. Duh. Is a bit of a drive. If I leave now, I think I will be there in time to rake some fall leaves. Thanks again, Walter, for posting some really cool videos. I've enjoyed learning more railroad info from your perspective as a carman. Do you remember the phrase, highball the roll by, Tom Ring? And he included a picture of my hydrangea taken from one of my videos. Wow, what fertilizer do you use on them? Tom, I gotta admit, I haven't been taking care of my hydrangeas worth of tooth this year. Haven't fertilized them. I haven't even watered them. I think I might conclude this video by going out there and watering them. I appreciate your kind letter, and I do hope you succeed in your fight against cancer, the beast as you refer to it. I got out here yesterday and cut the grass. He mentioned he would come and cut the grass for me. I've never been to California. In fact, I've never been. I used to could say I've never been west of the Mississippi, but that would be a lie because I took the family to New Orleans here a few years ago. We drove over there and had a real good time. I would not go back. I thought it would be a cool place to go, and I'll share that story with you just briefly. I decided we needed to get out and go somewhere. Our youngest daughter was still at home, and I wanted to share some memories with her. So I got the bright idea. Let's go to New Orleans, Louisiana. Well, we got over there, checked into a Holiday Inn. First thing the daughter did was go down to swim in the pool at the Holiday Inn. That evening, we went downtown New Orleans. Turned out it was just a bunch of drunks walking around. And that none of them were from Louisiana. I wanted to meet the local people. You go to New Orleans, you're not going to meet any local people. You're going to meet tourists from all over the world. Well, they had bars and nightclubs. I didn't go over there to get drunk. I got no idea what I want to go down there to New Orleans again. So the next day we got up and we walked around. I think we went in a McDonald's or something. It was so nasty you couldn't get out of there quick enough. And the next day I said, pack your bag, we're leaving here. What do you mean? We just got here. I said, ain't nothing in here for us. Get in the car. I headed down through the center of Louisiana, New Orleans, all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. I don't remember what road it was, but we wanted to meet some local people. I did. And I did. I met some really nice Cajuns. We stopped at one town and got out and rode on a swamp boat. The daughter got to feed some alligators, some marshmallows. And we went all out in the bayou and cruised up and down through there looking at alligators and looking at the lake. In fact, that's where I finally got the idea to buy my pontoon boat. I enjoyed it so much. But we went on down through Louisiana and stopped in another little town. Got out and had some of the best seafood dinner you ever want to eat. The people were all friendly. It wasn't like in New Orleans. They treated us like kings. Feed you like a hog, like enough to feed an army. And it turned into a rather enjoyable trip. We went all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, got out. The farthest you can go south in Louisiana, I don't remember the name of it. Maybe I'll include the name here in the video. And that last 2 or 3 days that we were on the trip made the entire trip worthwhile. Don't waste your time going to New Orleans unless you like to party and drink and celebrate. But you know, if you're going to party and drink, you can do that at home. You don't need to go to Louisiana to do it. I wasn't impressed with them people at all. Anyway, that's enough of my rant too. I'm going to conclude today's vlog with a little bit of watering of my plants out here. Thanks for listening to me, and John Gallagher and Tom, I appreciate your letters. They're greatly appreciated.